that moment. He scoffed, clearly satisfied with how I did not overreact. He was about to say something, but I did not allow him the chance to. I turned around and headed out the front door. I called my driver. While I was waiting for my ride, a black car pulled up nearby. The window rolled down. It was Bradley. "Get in." I was about to reject his offer. Then, I saw Jenna, who sat in the passenger seat. Bradley noticed where I was looking. He frowned and said, "You shouldn't be sitting in the passenger seat." I had not even said anything, yet the corners of Jenna's eyes turned red. "Julia, Bradley is just worried about me." "I'm sorry, Julia. I'll get out of the car right now." Even though that was what she said, Jenna showed no signs of moving from her seat. With a concerned look in his eyes, Bradley clutched Jenna's hand. Then, he sent me a glance. "Stop making things hard for Jenna. You can get lost if you don't want to ride in the back." I kept silent and walked over to the rear door. Seeing how I did not say anything, Jenna caressed Bradley's face with her hands. "Bradley, do you like the scent of the hand cream I'm using?" Her delicate fingers brushed lightly against Bradley's face. I could even hear the sound of Bradley swallowing from where I was standing. Bradley's and Jenna's breathing became heavy and uneven. Their eyes were practically glued to each other. There was a loud bang just as they were about to press their lips together. Bradley looked to the back seat but found no one there. He finally realized that the sound he had heard earlier was the sound of me closing the car door. He was extremely agitated. Bradley stepped out of the car and called after me. "Where are you going?" I stared at him for a moment before pointing to the car that just arrived. "I don't need the ride. That's my car." Bradley seemed to have noticed how I was not reacting like I usually would. Still, he was convinced that this was my new way of rebelling. He caught hold of my arm and pulled a ring out of his pocket. He shoved the ring into my hand. "Stop it with this childish trick. You're my wife. Even if it's just for show, you'll still be causing me shame if you do this." I gazed at him and said flatly, "Who's your real wife, then? Jenna?" Bradley was both pleased and annoyed when my guess was on the mark. It's best if you keep your lips sealed. Jenna is different from you. She's kind, meek, and pure. Someone like you can never compare to her. If you dare complain to our elders about her or cause her any harm, you'll only end up making yourself a laughingstock during the wedding." I almost burst out laughing upon hearing those words. Bradley did not want to be the bad guy. At the same time, he could not give up on his relationship with Jenna. The only thing he could do was to shift the blame on me as if I had committed some sort of unforgivable sin. I ignored him and got into my car. On the way home, I saw Jenna's latest update on her social media page. The pink diamond on her finger glowed brightly in the darkness. I recognized the roughly 10-carat pink diamond ring. It was sold recently in an auction for over $100 million. It turned out the anonymous person who bought the ring during the auction was Bradley. I thought about the tiny diamond ring Bradley had given me just now. So, I took it out and had a closer look at it. As expected, the ring Bradley gave me was a complimentary gift from the auction house when he purchased the pink diamond ring. Just as I was stuffing the ring back into my pocket, my phone rang. I checked the name displayed on the screen and answered the phone. "Bradley, if you and I proceed with the marriage registration, what about Julia? Jenna, you're the only one I love. She can never be my spouse."